Green.
Last time, you all tied up some loose ends. You gave away a lot of money. Did you all actually end up spending more than you made?
Yeah.
I think you spent more than you made. In investments. A lot of people wanted you to invest, and then you realized you didn't have any money to invest anymore.
Hey, we cobbled it together. Otherwise, or do I get my money back?
But
my money, Rena.
It's almost like somebody didn't
My
let us
money.
have money here. I wonder why that would be.
I know it doesn't matter.
Everybody saying, "No, we got to cobble it together because it's fuck this guy. Who am I saying so special?"
I mean, he's the guy who's willing to do surgery on a illithid tadpole in your eye. So, I mean, you know, you might want to pay.
I don't have an illithid tadpole in my eye. That sounds like a dark elf problem.
Well, let's hope it doesn't become your problem.
I mean, he's a mutual friend. He did hand us the deed to the place.
Yeah.
Friend is a strong word.
For Gaddock, sure.
He's the reason Gaddix has a lab.
It's okay. We'll teach you how to read Sunday.
Associate.
Turns out he's just writing in reverse because that's how he learned. But yes, y'all hopped on a ship to Luskan. Didn't get very far into the city before you were marked targets, and then suddenly you weren't marked targets anymore, and then somebody else became a marked target, and you decided to help the gentleman out.
And we did.
Mm-hmm. At this stage of the game, the individual who you helped out sheaths his blades, one of which does get a little bit of attention from you all because it is very similar to the one that Nat has on her person right now. And he just turns around, he looks at you, and gives a snort.
So much for gratitude.
He just looks at you. Am I supposed to give you any?
I mean, at least a thank you or something would be nice.
I didn't ask for your assistance. I didn't need it.
In this case, we jumped in, so the rest of these lads weren't going to just be in a pile of their own blood.
He does give a little bit of a shrug at that. And he starts like he's turning to go the direction you all are heading, and then he stops when he notices the two drow in the back.
Goodbye. Walks the same direction.
Yep.
he was walking the same direction, and then change of mind. And he just...
Well, no, it's a case of once he says goodbye, we're going that way.
Oh, you're walking now?
No, I'm saying that, you know, the direction he was going to leave in is the direction we were going in anyway. Just a very awkward bit of, well, we already said our goodbyes. Let's not look in the same direction a bit. This is quite awkward.
Wait, let's go to the other side of the street.
Yeah.
As I was going to St. Ives.
How many were going to St. Ives?
Only one.
Lou, you have a gentleman standing in front of you. He is looking very skeptically at you.
That's the usual expression to have with Lou. Skepticism.
How tall is this guy?
He is...
According to the comic art, like 6'12".
He is not...
Massive
he's
slab of a
human.
chin. A head carved from a solid rock and drenched in heavy armor. Also designer Frank Castle stubble.
Wow, this is... He's 5'5".
Yeah, you do need our help.
This is just so he could look right next to Dritz, the short king. What do you know?
I knew
Artemis is a manlet.
I knew he was short, but I assumed he was like 5'8". I didn't know he was 5'5".
Nah, 5'5" is perfectly reasonable.
That's within 1 foot of Jarlaxle, and he was everybody in the last city.
Like a lot of dudes in Forgotten Realms, probably you take a Moonshade Barbarian to get to 6 foot. The rest of them are probably going to be like 5'8", 5'7".
It's just weird for me to think of because I always thought I was short, and then I'm seeing all of these people who are shorter than I am.
Oh, you see, now I can task Pio. Does this put him at the lower end of the range for humans in 5e? Because you can hop
That's
over
a
to 5e
good
tools. I
question.
can't change window.
Yeah, let's find out.
The-
Human, base height 4 feet 8 inches. With up to
okay.
20 inches in either direction.
Yeah, he's kind of in the midpoint then.
Yeah.
Deadliest man alive. More than a foot shorter than Harden.
But
only
he's also more
only-
than a foot taller than half the party.
Yeah, but also he's only a little bit taller than Jarlaxle.
I'm saying he could be Jarlaxle in disguise again.
Yes, he's within the range for Jarlaxle to use that disguise.
So, you get mugged around here often?
I don't get mugged.
Because about to
You
happen
look
again.
Ridiculous in that hat.
Your money is your life. Oh, wait, what'd you say?
He said, "You look ridiculous in that hat."
I would look more ridiculous with it off, I'm sure.
He snorts.
Right now, it's literally the
Yeah.
case, yes.
Yeah.
My head is on fire, my head is on fire.
What a great morning that was.
Pio? What were you saying, Pio?
I had forgotten about the hair incident, then I remembered it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, that is correct.
His magical powers reawakened and set him on fucking fire. The magical powers know their shit.
I got what I deserved.
It's in your bloodline, apparently.
It's hereditary. But he does look at you, and he just says, "Tell your boss that he shouldn't be keeping me waiting. I'm here, I'm ready, and he owes me."
I'm sure I'll be delighted to hear that.
Good. And he just starts. He does walk around you, Bernard, and just starts off down the street.
Depending on the tone, I can't tell whether he wants a hookup or an occupation. I'm
You never
here,
really
I'm
know.
ready.
Yeah, it was very clear. He means this in a business sense. And he doesn't sound particularly thrilled, and he didn't look particularly thrilled when he was talking to Lou.
That's not
That's
unusual.
fine. And you all are alone on the street with 2 dead thugs and 2 unconscious thugs.
You can probably leave them, right?
It's that sort of city.
Well, I mean, it's. I mean, I guess it'd be the guard's job to take in vagrants who are napping in the streets.
Pretty sure these ones count as that.
Yeah,
Count as guards or vagrants?
Yep.
Both.
both.
As a note, you have not seen a single quote unquote anything that you would identify as a guard.
Well. And
Aren't 2 of those dead and burning, actually?
I didn't
Not
kill
burning.
anyone.
The 2 that are dead were dead via sword.
Ah,
By Shifty Evil Sword.
Okay, so we didn't kill them.
Nope.
Then we got nothing to worry about.
As Ujana starts walking a little quickly down the street.
Wait, hold up, your legs are longer than mine. Stop, wait.
It's like power walking pace. We'd nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
Just keep soaking the street. Just keep soaking the street.
Jenks pulls on your sleeve, Uzana.
Hmm?
Is this gonna be normal for here?
I hope not.
I mean,
Okay.
you know yourself, the dark sort of wars are rough in any city. You've seen a lot of bad stuff in Waterdeep, eh?
Yeah, but usually it's not, stuff like that out in the streets all the time. You have to go into the back alleyways, not a main street like this.
Aye, well, sadly, we're not in the City of Splendors right now. So, I just keep close, Sheilot.
And Felric does go up. It won't be an issue for the stay anyways. They'll have somebody with them at all times.
Well, I wouldn't want them written about here anyway.
And go back. Off you go. And yes, you do come on down. You end up passing on your left. It's really kind of bizarre because you see this whole town. There are some buildings that look like they're not quite up to snuff. The roof's been caved in by something. But generally, it is a living city. And then you pass what is clearly a section of pure ruins. It just does not look like something that you would imagine in a town or a city. Particularly not in what is almost the heart of the city itself.
Honestly, I'm going to counterpoint and say that's a very American attitude. Over here, yeah, there's tons of, like, old shitty ruins all over the place in my towns. It's very normal, actually.
A different type of ruin, though. This looks like it's not. It has an unnatural kind of air to it, almost.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
You can only
It's
have shit in
also fairly
Detroit.
Quiet. Of note, it's also incredibly old, and you notice that all of the locals who are passing by don't even give it a moment's look, and some of them actually speed up a little bit to get where they're going.
Hey, curiosity, Uzi. You fancy having a weekend at it, augmentedly? The detect magic love to see if there's any sort of influence or force coming out of it.
Oh, certainly.
Felric speaks up and says, I don't advise you doing that.
Well, be a bit blinding, will it?
Well, no, just you might set off some alarms, and then I would have to explain to everybody, no, it's fine, you're with me. We've taken over the place.
Oh,
You'll
right,
actually
okay.
be going. You'll be going down through there at some point in time, probably.
That's much less
It's the
interesting then.
easiest way
All
for
right.
us to Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there are undead that theoretically roam sections of Ilusk, but it won't be an issue the sections we're going to be going to.
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
just...
a little like
can't
an
deal
issue
with
in
it.
general.
Oh, we cleaned up quite a bit of it. It used to be an absolute, well...
We got like 70% of the zombies. Problem solved.
See, about 100 years ago, they were originally sealed in Ilusk by the host tower of the Arcane. When the city was taken over, they'd released the seal to let the undead ghouls and whatnot try to take, revenge on the city itself. And we've been slowly working on removing the issue. You don't see things coming out of there usually anymore.
That's good. You know, your boss should probably consider a little bit of a tourism brochure when he starts getting the sort of isolationist atmosphere gone from this place. You know, something that warns passing mages and whatnot not to do this. You know, not to light up the place with a little spell or two just out of curiosity. Along with a bit of local colour, of course, recommendations on eateries and drinkeries.
I wager that when we start getting a tourist drive, it won't be an issue anymore.
You could always get
That's
Vola
if
to
we
write it
get
up.
one. Oh, don't get me started.
Oh god, now I gotta check
think-
it. Does he have one?
Volo's Guide to Luskan. It would have been outdated, though. It would have been the...
Yeah, it'd be outdated.
But...
Volo's Guide to the City of Luskan.
Yeah, I think
Although
it's...
actually, Olo's Guide to the North.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
That's where that is. So yeah, he has been there.
Well, we know he's been there.
And done a write-up of it. Including his first entry for Ruins of Lusk.
Ooh, in 1,368 DR.
Yep. Was that before or after the overthrow? Can't remember now. Anyways, numbers are not my jam. Yep, you actually go by a market. And now I had to see that cursed image again. Thank you.
Oh, you
I
can
didn't
always-
need to see it.
You can always remove it.
I do like this.
I could, but I'm too lazy now.
I do like this.
Um,
A reliable source, notation 14. At this, Elminster coughed. Yep, me. Note how he acknowledges sources. Told me only harmless phantoms and more dangerous humans skulk about the southern ruins.
Oh yeah, it has a place on the cut list and everything. Okay.
Yeah. I'll get that
Sales
later.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I get off topic, you do happen to pass a market, and it is a functioning market.
Ooh.
Come on down.
We're broke.
You make a right.
Hang on,
Yeah,
I
that is
forgot.
true.
Alright, shifty folks in the party. Who went through the pockets of the lads in the alley?
Well, you guys were chatting up. I might as well have.
I know there's
Yeah,
3 of you who are likely culprits, and I do mean culprit in its firmest term here.
It's likely then we could have some
I
money to get
touched
the
them.
kids something.
So I heard Pan volunteered.
Lou, Nadrax,
Anybody
Auric,
else
raise your
volunteer?
hands, I know it's you.
7 gold falls out of my hands. Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
all
I didn't
together.
touch them.
Yeah. If Lou did it, yeah, it was only the 2 dead folk. Did you go? Did you accost the living ones?
I mean, they're super knocked out, right? They won't wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
All right, then all together you would have ended up with 8 pieces of silver, 7 copper, and 1 gold.
And that party inventory. We need every bit now.
We still have some petty cash.
There we go.
Yeah, you have the tavern petty cash of 442 gold
We brought the jar.
and another 110.
Sure hope they make money and we don't have to, worry about paying the employees when we're not there.
No, we only took the profits, not the running cost.
But yes, you do end up getting brought to the Tavern One-Eyed Jacks on the River Mirar. Which, by the way, it looks fine if you don't look too closely at it. But then you notice it's not fine. It is highly polluted. You have a feeling that this is where all the sewage gets dumped. Everything gets dumped into the river that goes out into the bay. It does not have a pleasant smell.
Not surprising.
But yeah, it's really not. But you end up in the tavern. It's not. I mean, Luskan is not doing hot right now. But you do end up in the tavern.
Oh, which tavern?
One-Eyed Jacks.
One-Eyed Jacks, let's see here. Alright, keep going. I'm scrolling.
It's not going to be in the book.
It's not, sadly.
Well, I know it's not because it was established 1400 something. Because spoiler, this is after somebody decided he wanted to do a little bit more with the city.
Oh, I can't help but notice this amazing title, The Over-Wizard of the South. It was just some random NPC.
Yeah, the Over Wizards. North, south, east, and west, and then Arklam Greeth. But brain, wow, that made my brain.
Yeah,
go
we're
off
sitting
on
in
the
One-Eyed
looking part of
Jacks.
it. Yeah. Well, when you walk in, you actually do get flagged down by the barkeep, and she gestures for you all to come up to the bar. Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you all in today. It's already so dark. I would have thought that if you were coming in, you would have stayed out in the bay and come in the morning. Well, I'm Serena. It's nice to meet you.
Hey, greetings and all that there. Got a few who don't like to be on the waves even at night.
I suppose that's fair enough. Oh shoot. And she leans over to one of the guys on the bar. Can you go check to make sure that the fourth room is available? I did tell him a while ago, but I don't know if he actually left. And one of the guys gives a quick nod and goes running on upstairs. And she turns to you all. Apologies. You have 4 rooms that have been arranged for. One of them, the tenant is a bit aggravated because he always rents that room. Except now he's not renting that room today, and he's a bit angry about it.
This is our problem. Why?
It's not. It's his problem.
Should we buy him a
What?
drink?
No.
Oh, you don't. No, you don't have to do that. If we were going to do that, then it would be on the house. But no, he's just a little bit aggravated. It's fine. Don't be surprised if he gives you a little bit of a lip, is all I'm saying.
I like him already.
Well, unfortunately, his gold is very good, which is why he stays here. And he does do some decent business in the city. However, he needs to learn how things work here. It's One-Eyed Tavern, and if he wants it this way, this is the way it goes. Have you all ever been in Luskan before?
Me and my mate once, but it was a very short stay considering we were just visiting mercenaries at the time. So we got to sit here, have a drink, a game of cards, and then we were out in the morning. So I'm all open for information and whatnot.
Best advice, you're going to want to be staying here through the night. You can go out in the morning, but make sure you don't go out mostly to the dock area, anywhere where the ships dock. And that's where things get a little bit hairy.
Yeah, we got a little greeting like that before.
Yeah, particularly for the wee ones, keep them in here until things get arranged, because I did hear that things are being arranged. Let's see, you all are going to have 4 blocks of rooms, 2 general bunks. Usually they're used for, guards, that sort of thing, 4 each. And then we have 2 double beds in separate rooms.
Fantastic. No, Horik, you get in the bunk. Don't you look at me in that face.
He's used to having the biggest room, though.
I know the little shit has. Congratulations, you've downgraded successfully.
I have to work on this.
You can pick top or bottom bunk, though. You get that choice.
Depends who he's bunking with. Yeah.
Yeah, it does depend who's
as Gaddock says, I'm in the bottom bunk and Kago's in the top.
Yeah.
Which is a poor choice, as you just see the boards and the mattress sagging underneath the weight of a metal dog.
As long as it isn't leaking any oil.
Just hot coffee.
Drip fed straight to his mouth in the morning to wake him up.
It do be like that sometimes.
Oh, nice, a wee bit of privacy. Hopefully.
Yes, it will have privacy. That's one thing this inn is very good at. As a matter of fact, the way that it's going to be is, I believe you are Harton Glimbrook. You're Uzana Glimbrook. You are going to be on the left side of the hall. You're going to have it's a very lovely room. You are going to have view of the river. You won't be able to see down to the bay unless you stick out your head out the window, though, unfortunately.
All right.
And then next to you, of course, will be the bunk room for the children.
Of course.
Across from them is...
Oh, just imagine the 4 bunk beds, and it's a case of, it's Jenks, it's Nat, It's Squidly, and of course Lou thinks he's sleeping there until Felric pulls him out the side.
Yeah.
We've got the double beds.
I mean, we didn't bring balance, so I figured.
Well, we're getting there. Across, across the hall, we're going to have, and she looks over the party, and you can tell she's kind of thinking about it for a moment. We have Nadrax, we have Horik, we have Gaddix, we have, and she looks between the dwarves, and then eventually she does get it correct. We have Bernard and we have Bjorn. You all will be in that room. And then the suite that is currently occupied, that will not be occupied very soon, that is going to Lou and Felrecht. And Felrecht, it's a pleasure to see you again. And he gives a little bit of a bow. I'll take you all up there once I make sure that the room is clear and that I made sure that the beds are made, because I have no doubt that we will be needing new sheets in there.
Alright, we're not averse though, we drink first.
Oh, certainly. And she rather quickly turns around. Oh, well, what do you all want?
Yeah,
And she will.
Aye.
She'll take your order. Get yourself some food if you want for it.
Now,
And
Nat
she does
is,
specify that any. Oh, go on.
now, Nat is the eldest, so that means hard liquor for her and only ales for the two sons.
But she does specify that the food and drink is free within reason, and she's looking at the dwarves when she says it.
Good establishing rule, eh?
Food's free too.
Within reason.
Within reason, yes. It's currently all getting put on the tab, which will be paid by your friend.
Remember, we're not exactly VIPs here, we're workers.
There's still 2 dwarves and 2 halflings. I mean, they should have expected this.
They're expecting you to have some control.
Just remember, you count as a tall fellow. Those horrific things
Serious.
exist. Ugh.
Oh, no. Why do you have to bring that up, Corvus? I hate you. But she says, yes, we did make sure to keep that into consideration. We are close to the mirror bar section. We know how the dwarves like to eat. So don't fret about that, alright?
Alright, no worries.
And yeah, she rather quickly gets things moving, gets you all a table to sit at. And as things go on, the guy from upstairs comes on down and starts speaking to her again, and she looks very annoyed right now. You're not quite sure what the conversation is, but clearly there has been an issue with clearing the room out. Best you can tell, the gent does not want to leave.
Why do I
Does
have
anybody want...
Why do I have
Oh,
a
go on.
feeling this fellow that is up there is a certain 5'5" fellow with a fancy dagger?
He went the other direction.
Aye. Would you like a wee hand with this?
Oh, I really don't think that's going to be necessary. I just need to get up there. Would one of you keep an eye on the bar very briefly for me?
Yeah, no problem at all.
We have experience with that.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we have a wee
Yes,
place in
we all
Waterdeep
have that
ourselves. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, that'll certainly work. And she quickly grabs a basket from under the counter. These are the sheets. I need to get them up there as well. And she starts to leave. Although she does stop, and you all know why she stopped, because the tavern suddenly just kind of wakes up with a bunch of huzzas and cheers for an individual walking through the door.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Which you do reckon. No, you don't. No, not this one. Not
Me
this
so
one yet.
What the hell is Zord doing here?
No, not Zord.
And what is he wearing?
Could it be the man himself, Mr. Iago?
Beniago Kurth. Yes. He does enter on in. He gives a little bit of a nod. Tries to look a little bit more like he's not particularly interested. And he goes over to have a quick word with Serena. And you all do hear this one. What do you mean he won't leave? Here. He rather quickly grabs the basket from her hands. Let me handle this one. It won't be a problem. And he heads upstairs. She looks at you all, shrugs. I suppose it'll be handled then.
Aye. I've heard he's a man in charge.
Of Ship Kurth, yes.
Of a lot of things. Like, it's a big fleet, isn't it?
Ship Kurth is the largest fleet in Luskan.
Mm.
I'd say about 65% of the ships. And then the other 4 houses, or correction, the other 4 ships make up the rest.
Aye, that's the type of man that can get things done then, if he's in control of all that.
This tavern here is definitely under the purview of Ship Kurth. Which is one of the reasons why we are more stable.
And a bit more
Not to
hospitable.
fret. Yes. As a matter of fact, you'd probably find most taverns in the city won't be particularly welcome to people outside of the city.
Aye, had heard.
Generally, if you're a reoccurring merchant, yes, certain taverns will be more willing to accept you. But generally, as a city, we don't trust people from outside. And we certainly don't usually trust people who are not human. There is a reason that the Mirabar dwarves stick to their own. Although that could change, I mean, with all the work going on over at the host tower. But don't fret. Take your seat. Once I get word that everything's cleared up, I can bring you on up to your room. You can look at things, and then I believe you're going to be having a meeting sometime before the night's end.
Alrighty, no worries.
And yes, it doesn't, maybe about 30 minutes or so. And you find Beniago comes back down with an empty basket and a very cowed-looking merchant with a bunch of his things. He has a conversation with Serena. He goes back up, probably to a new room as best you can tell. And she collects you all, brings you on up to your rooms. And from there, she says, all right, I advise you wait up here for your food. I don't know when exactly he's going to be showing up, but I suspect he's going to want to speak to you in short order. I just don't think you're going to want to have the meeting down there in the tavern with all the eyes watching, yes?
Aye, certainly not. He'd spend too long playing to the crowd.
Oh, he does that. Yes. He's very popular here.
I can imagine,
Not
aye.
that- But don't fret. You should be along shortly. It's not like you're going to be chained up in your rooms or anything like that. Yeah, if you need anything, don't hesitate to send somebody down to let me know.
Well,
Right.
no, we don't have the time for that sort of thing. Never mind.
What did you mean there, Corvus?
Chains.
Who knows?
I was going to say, she is spoken for. Hold on one second. I thought I heard something I need to check on.
Well, no, it's just with some actual privacy. Who's Anakin Harden could actually have some time alone instead of fucking drow everywhere. People banging on the door constantly. But we know it's not going to be.
No.
Yes. the
We're in
global
that room
darkness
only
will
because
visit
it's a-
you.
We're only in that room because it's a familiar teleportation spot.
That'd be a twist. Change out the beds and the bunks. Just have the rest of the party in there. Surprise the drow.
I imagine Third Axel face when she teleports in and sees Lou chained up by Valorek.
But it turns out it's not sexual. This is literally just, we have to talk about the normal ways of Drow society. This is the beginner course.
All right, I'm back. Did I miss anything important?
We're just saying that.
Teaching Lou about the drow and the bees.
Yeah, the idea of it, they're going into Lou and Felrich's room will result in seeing him in chains, but it's actually just more of a history course and societal bits on Drow.
That's what Belric is saying.
It's not all sexual, it's just you've got to get used to this and also these implements they're going to put in front of you. Your reaction might make them use them on you.
No, Felrect is not doing that. No. No. But yes, the rooms are basic. The bunk rooms, it's pretty clear that the bunk rooms that most of the party is stationed in are designed to be the rooms for personal guards. Like the merchant comes with his entourage, and that's where they're going to install them.
It's how I once hoped to think about the group. As you know, working accomplices and all, I did not expect to be their fucking dad.
And I had a nightmare.
I'm having one right now. It's been repeating for a few weeks.
Don't worry, only 700 more years to go.
Thank fuck I'll be gone after several of those.
You're
Well,
looking
there
at
are ways
another
to,
30.
solve
You'll be
that
fine.
problem.
You can make it.
We'll see if we find them.
But yes. Harton and Uzana, you have a very lovely room, as promised.
Oh, very nice.
It's up to snuff. It's not fancy, but it's one of those things where it gets the job done. You look at this, you go, yeah, this will do. It's nice.
It's lacking the pelts, the dead animals, architecture and whatnot. But you know what? Fuck, it's nice not to be stuck in a hold anymore.
And more importantly, it's a very big fireplace, and it will certainly keep the place warm.
And it is lit immediately.
Meanwhile, Lou and Felrek, Lou, you like this room. It is a little bit fancier. And you
Excellent.
actually do get a view of the ocean. Apparently, he likes to take care of his men and make sure that his men get the best rooms.
Yeah, that
Listen.
poor merchant. Sucks to be him, huh?
I'm sure there won't be any
Yours does have
repercussions.
We'll check for traps.
No negative no negative repercussions whatsoever.
No traps, but he did shit in the corner.
Well, if he had done that, I think Benny
The
Yaga
corner.
would've
Why
had a
didn't I
burger
think of
fry.
that?
It's just as the door casually slides back into the frame.
Just saying, it is common knowledge for anybody who lived in Luskan that Benny Yago was in charge of assassination for Ship Kurth.
Yeah, you don't fuck with Iago.
You don't.
Killed Othello.
But yes, it has a couch. It has a writing desk. Generally more of a suite than a room.
Now this is befitting art incarnate.
Yes, darling. Yes.
How does one cope when their lover has a mental illness?
Are you going to keep using that moniker?
I probably should retire it while we're out of the city. It's really a Waterdeep thing.
As he says
Although
this,
I
he's
could go
already got.
worldwide.
As he says, he's already got the moon penguin of Boof in his hand, stroking it.
I did just get this monogram jacket.
I was about to say,
And
yes.
these business
did you
cards.
Yeah.
did you bring the fake moon penguin of Boof?
Ooh, that's a tough one. That's gotta. Probably should come everywhere with me.
We can't really put it on display.
Yeah,
Unless
we
we-
probably get away with it over here.
Unless, of course, you put it in... Well, I'm just saying in the bar. We couldn't really put it on display unless you vented an interview and saying, I bequeath this to Patrol Skull Alley, who have foiled so many crimes and been my compatriots in headlines of the Waterdeep Wazoo.
Yeah, it's probably left in Lou's room next to his rapier.
I certainly don't live there. Left behind his rapier despite still knowing how to use it.
Yeah.
He's just hoping for a
I
company
like-
branded one.
let's be honest. Lou has been intelligent leaving his rapier behind. Otherwise, he'd cut himself with it. I know he knows how to use it, but he'd still manage it.
It's just a crafty scheme. If he loses it now, then Jarlaxle might have to give him a proper official Brigand the Earth one.
Maybe an extra pin to go with it.
To go beside his Harper
He needs
pin.
Boy Scout badges to be a member of Brigand the Earth.
Yeah, walking through Luskan with your Harper badge on full display.
And the Brigand Earth one and the City Watch one. All three on display give people a second look of, so who'd you steal those off of?
Yes.
Yeah, how many people did you kill for this?
Almost
He
impressive.
probably has some embroidered on his cloak, along the lines so people can see.
Some people collect trophies. He collects badges.
Here's my one for arson. It's called Firestarter.
I'm trying to imagine the Boy Scouts in the city.
But yes.
Can you catch and kill a
You
rat?
all are getting situated in the tavern. And before long, you do hear another round of uproarious applause and cheers from down below. And it takes a little bit, but eventually a couple of you start hearing knocks on the light raps on your doors. And by a couple, I mean all of you end up getting somebody lightly rapping on your door.
Must be the food. I shall go check my door.
It is not, as a matter of fact, nobody's actually in front of your door, but you do see a very familiar purple-hatted drow lean back into view. Ah, yes, let's go meet up in this room over here. And he does gesture to Lou and Felric's room. I think we need to get our business out of the way first.
Okay, I walk over to Lou and Felric's room, knock on the door. Are you decent yet?
I mean, barely adequate.
They mean, are you dressed, Lou?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Barely
yes.
adequate.
It's...
Comes out with just a hat on.
Felric just opens the door. Please, in.
I thought this was a bar.
What?
In bar.
That was... Actually, that was a fairly good one, but it was still a groan-worthy one.
For the anti-trial field, killing the laughter.
Here you were, hoping he'd make you groan in some way, and you weren't expecting this one.
Jarlaxle gives a groan from that one, Harton. Let's go inside.
Well, you be getting ideas.
Discussion done with. I have plenty of ideas.
Why is his room better than mine?
Nepotism.
Fucker's got a couch.
Well,
cozy.
this is...
Strange decor.
This is the
though.
room that I
What's
installed.
with the chains and leather.
There is none of that in there.
That costs
but
extra.
he does
We were gonna pay that.
You're not paying anything. But no, he does clarify, well, this is the room that my lieutenant is staying in, and I do need to make sure that my people have the best, yes.
Well, I suppose it's for the best. If I had a couch in my room, I'd fucking wake up to see you laying on it.
I really hope that doesn't happen to me.
No, you don't have to worry about that. I know exactly which bed in here I will end up in at some point in time tonight, and it won't be any of the ones here.
Thank God.
It's the sincerity that makes it so good.
He doesn't know how to take that, but he just ignores it.
Oh no, I've been too much of a he-slut in front of my son. Now he thinks I'm on the prowl. I am, but not for him.
All right. So, as I was trying to say, in short order tomorrow, at least I suspect, you'll be brought down into the ruins of Ilusk, and you're going to be sent on your way down into the Underdark. We have your care package. We have everything you should need on this journey. However, there have been some serious complications. Magic in the Underdark isn't working exactly as we'd been expecting it to. And the teleport I was trying to arrange for you all isn't going to be coming. So I do suspect it's going to be closer to 3 to 4, 10 days.
Fuck.
I hope that's not... Yeah.
Do they have the, carts and wagons in the Underdark?
You're not going to want to be using those. It will draw too much attention, and it'll draw the attention of the wrong people.
I'm rather curious what's pulling them. I'm guessing you don't do horses.
Rothe.
Oh,
Usually
right.
deep
Like
Rothe.
Oh, I've had those before. Very tasty.
Well, specifically deep Rothe. They do taste a bit different.
What
But-
are those?
They're a big cow.
Ah,
Mhm.
It's basically just the Forgotten Realms term for oxen sort of thing.
Yeah, and the deep ones, I believe, are black with reddish eyes, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, things are still going to be arranged. I do suggest, however, even if we could get you a cart, you're not going to want it. You're going to want to be keeping light and keep moving. Things aren't working exactly as intended down there right now. It's not going to be a problem for people like you, but just try to keep moving at a decent pace and don't try to set up camp for too long. All right?
Alright.
All right.
I think you're about to get an education, Lou.
I mean, this should be my home turf, technically.
Oh, very technically, aye.
You still be able to see. That'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be a real benefit.
I mean, we'll see how much it helps.
He's just
Will
making
certainly
sure we
be
don't
an
have
enlightening
expectations.
experience.
I'm new at this whole magic thing, clearly.
This will be a new experience for you all, I'm quite sure. But you all will do fine. I don't suspect there to be any real issues. I will specify if you do run into any drow, and I certainly hope you don't, other than the ones that you're looking to find. You're going to want to be dropping my name and my organization. These two, and he does point to Lou and Felrek, will be able to assist you in anything like that. Lean on Felrek specifically. He does know how to communicate with drow parties. And if you run into issues, well, first off, chances are you probably won't be conscious for a large part of it. But when you wake up, it should be sortable. All right?
Well, here's hoping.
He just
Wonderful
gives a little bit
encouragement.
of a shrug.
Aye, wonderful encouragement there.
Well, I really don't think any house is going to want to cause issues directly with Bragendarth. It's bad for their business.
Well, let's hope. That's gonna be a long old
But I-
trudge, though.
Oh, it is going to be a bit of a hike. I do apologize.
At least you're saving
as
money
I
on the
said, I-
teleport, right?
Well, it's only components. I have people for that.
Well, keep in mind,
just that-
Auric, Lou, next time I conjure up food and water, don't complain about the lack of taste.
Oh, actually, I picked the wrong cantrips. I need the one that changes flavor.
You will be sent with rations. Don't fret. It's not going to be a necessity.
I'm just expecting to be a lot of diversions and whatnot. We should not go
Well-
in expecting this travel will go smoothly after all.
Maybe Horok will find some of those potatoes. We can have a good meal down there anyway.
I don't know
It's
if I
I'm
eat any
just
potatoes
saying-
we found in the Underdark.
While you're down there, be careful with the lanterns. You're going to need light. But if you have a light on, then everything in the nearby area will be able to see you. Just keep that in mind and keep your light use to the minimum required levels, all right?
A bit late to ask for a magic item, but helps with that.
Unfortunately, I don't think I have one at the moment. I actually had to pull a lot of resources off for something separate. I'm planning a different expedition that is going to be. And he kind of gives a little bit of a shrug. It is taking up a lot more resources than expected.
Alright.
Speaking of, and he does look to Felrek. Felrek, pass over the mask. You're not going to be needing it down there, and I have use of it. And he does pass it over. Durlaxle puts it in his pocket. Is there anything else you all needed?
Well, actually, yeah. On the way in here, we met a slightly shorter than average human man with daggers and knives. And he, I think he knows who you are. He knows who I am. He wants to talk to you. He's mad.
He looks for a moment. And then eventually, does anybody want to translate that into common?
Alright, okay, so we were getting held up by thugs. One in particular was a stranger who immediately whipped out a familiar looking fucking knife and put those men down pretty quick. Well, they died very easily to the wounds. He also said he recognized the drow. He was looking for you specifically. He's here, he's ready, whatnot. That was the words, right? But he said them in anger, so not an enticing prospect.
Impatient, I think, is the
Aye.
Thank you for letting me know that he's here. He is very early, but I should have expected that. Don't pay him any mind. It'll be fine. He's gonna have to wait.
He likes my hat.
Speaking of, no, he does not like your hat, Lou.
Well, he's a loser then.
Technically correct.
Best kind of correct.
You could say that for all of his skills, he does not have a happy life.
That is accurate, particularly right now.
So indeed, Lou could call him a loser. Not to his face. Technically, actually,
Once.
if he worked it out, saying it to his face, that would be interesting. What would go through his mind?
But you do hear another knock at the door, and you hear a call through. It is Beniago. Can I come in? And then you just hear, oh yes, please enter. And Beniago does enter the room. There was one more thing that we did need to sort out, the children's living arrangement. In the morning, once you say goodbye, you'll be doing so outside the ruins of Ilusk, at which point Beniago here will escort the children to Close Guard Isle. And they will remain there for the duration of your little excursion. They'll be wards of the ship Kurth. They're going to be looked after. They will have a nanny and they will have a personal guard at all times. So you
What
don't
about
have to
their
worry about
education?
them. We have people for that too.
I mean, our children are wee angels. Bright wee sparks. You double up the guard.
Also, does Nat still have a knife?
Yes.
Nat has the dagger.
She has a better magic item than any of us.
Hey, I got a bracer that gives static shocks.
Hers is +3.
Why is there a random token?
He's on the market. Don't worry about him.
I was about to say, I'm like, you're going away, mister. But, yes, you don't have anything to worry about, and this is Beniago speaking. They'll be looked after.
Oh,
The nanny is very experienced.
It's just the issue is going to be 4 times the length of what were you expecting to spend down there?
The children will be looked after. You don't have to worry. And as a matter of fact, Jarlaxle's made sure it's one of his boys will be the guard for the children. It'll be fine. And they will not find a way to escape, I assure you.
Probably won't want to, at least for a few weeks after the way in.
Alright, we're all going to remember here as witnesses that that's been said.
He looks amused. How much trouble do you think the children are going to be able to cause?
Oh, potentially, like, not real trouble.
Potentially a lot, but
But,
they're well behaved.
It'll be amusing trouble. They might make a man feel foolish.
Property
as long
damage
as
will be
they
kept
do-
to a minimum, I'm sure.
As long as they only do that on Close Guard Isle, we'll be fine. I'll keep them away from the host tower. And our men will be very specific and make sure that they don't anger any of the wizards going in and out. We do have a couple of individuals coming down to the ruins of Ilusk to look at some of the library options. We're currently in the process of trying to rebuild the host tower. And we have a lot of very specific and somewhat eccentric individuals. But the guards will know to keep them away from anybody that they shouldn't be speaking to. Don't worry about it.
Well, that can't be helped with magic casters. I mean, just look at how much of a bizarre figure of weird tastes and eccentricities that my lovely wife here makes. She stands there with static expression and plain robe.
He just gives a little bit of a shrug. Some are more eclectic than others. That gets Jarlaxle's brain working, and he does actually specify at this point. That does remind me, Lou, you are to stay in this tavern the entire night. You're not going anywhere.
You're grounded, young man.
The first thing you said, "Oh, you don't go outside at night," was, "I'm going to go outside at night." Damn it!
You are to remain here in this tavern until one of my guys comes to get you and brings you to the ruins.
Can I have an extra meal?
Why do you need one?
I'm gonna be stuck here. Just gonna go out and steal some food. Can't do that now.
He needs his third dinner.
Fine, you may have a third dinner.
No dessert.
Ta!
Nothing but a proper nourishing meal. We're going to be moving quite a bit.
I need carbo load for that. Pastries.
This is it. This is your son, Jarlaxle.
Can I have access to the kitchen so I can practice my cooking?
I don't see why not. Just make sure that you clear it with Serena to make sure that she's not actively using it, and then you should be good to go. I do know you tend to keep things clean, so it shouldn't be much of an issue.
Orc's looking at the recipe, which specifies spread flour all over kitchen. And thinking, oh.
This requires a lot of hot oil. Do not cover.
And you will clean up after yourself, yes?
Of course. I think I may have to modify this recipe slightly. It's a little weird.
Why does it have an airspeed velocity calculation?
It's like the Benihana. You need to know how it travels through the air to get it in someone's mouth.
I have no idea why it even calls for flour. It's not actually used for anything.
Just saying, I didn't make a mess of your tavern, and I would appreciate it if you don't make a mess of mine.
Quietly putting the finger down. Do you remember that time we caught him in our kitchen?
Horik was the one that threw the flour there.
Yeah, but he also dislodged the pans and pots.
You put it back.
And I will point out, even though it wasn't my tavern at the time, you did burn down the place I now own.
That seems like your problem if you bought it after it burned down.
It's probably a waste of money, but it'll be worth it.
To be fair, it was cheaper afterwards.
Yeah, it was a good
The
call.
question is, does Lou actually own it, or just own the debt?
He just owns the man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Effectively, it's a different kind of loan. He went to one that's less likely to break his kneecaps, but much more insufferable.
Will make his
I
life
will seize the
hell.
building if it becomes unprofitable. I mean,
The man will be left thinking how easy his life could have been if he'd just been wheeling around in a cart.
Right. So I will see you all in the morning then, I take it.
That you will. Not too early, please.
I was expecting shortly after daybreak. You'll get your breakfast and then you'll head down. Serena will wake you up.
Alright, I was just saying for Bjorn's sake, his stomach's still got to calm down.
Oh, fair enough. And I suspect that she's going to be a bit tired tonight, so it's fine. And he goes to get up.
Right,
Well, I suppose I'll see you tomorrow then.
Right, have a good evening.
He takes his leave and Beniago follows behind him. You are noticing, yes, there's a high amount of very short humans here.
Yeah.
In the fucking land of... I'm the fucking only giant in the land of the short horses again.
Humans.
Think you'll hit your head on the top of the Underdark?
Oh god. Parting in the drow city where it's all drow scaled. Like, you can't even sit in the fucking chairs. It's all for skinny, short people. Like, Uzana's fine. But every doorway will be a problem.
Yes, he has to duck. Actually, I think that was a mention where sometimes Uther Gentle had that problem because he was too tall. He had to duck sometimes to get into his own doors.
Oh god. Like, bring me 2 chairs without armrests so I can sit down.
Yeah, I think Uther Gentle was 6 foot something. Really tall for a drow.
Oh yes, that's why he was breeding stock.
But yes, the night is your own. Is everybody just gonna chill in the tavern for the night, or are they gonna try to go out? Against advice.
Come on, guys, come on.
Only
I'll be
one
invisible.
person
Nobody
was
will
told
know.
they had to stay in.
I'll be invisible. Nobody will know.
Horace is
Elric
going to
just
head
looks at you.
downstairs and
No.
ask to see the kitchen anyway. If nothing else, to see what's cooked here. It might be interesting.
Serena does bring you back. She's very happy to help and give you access to the kitchen. She does specify if you're going to be doing cooking, then at least you're going to have to help with some of the orders that come in.
This is fine as long as I know the recipes. Okay, Horace is going to spend the next hour copying recipes out of the book, not spells, obviously.
He's basically a cooking wizard, yes.
I was gonna say, isn't that pretty much the same thing? Yeah.
You are learning the local cuisine.
Man, what if he loses his cookbook?
Then he forgets how to
the
edit
children-
Julian.
What
The
would be
children are
interesting-
actually
Oh.
behaving for you guys.
What would be interesting if we managed to infuse his cooking with his key points.
I mean, that's kind of what he's
Running
doing right
pie.
now.
Yeah, I mean, you say it like a surprise, but kids have been perfectly behaved with Zen and Harton. Everyone else are a terror. It's like with none listing
Well,
out
I
all the
mean-
infractions and things they've done. It's like, really? They've done nothing with us.
Not while you're watching.
We've been watching
There have
pretty
been
well.
times where you've not been there.
I'll give them some space.
Also, let me try disconnecting and reconnecting because I'm getting weird spikes here.
Okay.
There we go. Let's see if the weird warble stops. But yeah, generally they're going off to do things, but they're not gonna cause you all issues because they like you.
Like is a strong word.
No, they like you all. Squidly, however, is actually a lot more calmer than expected. Because even when he's behaving, he's not calm. He is much calmer right now.
Yeah.
And you can tell that they're trying very hard not to, cause issues.
You know
In the
he's lot.
tavern
You know
itself.
he's lot afraid to speak up and all. I'm not happy either with the length this is going to be now.
It's okay. I mean, y'all are heroes and you have to do hero things.
That is very true, yes. I mean, some are less heroic than others.
I think it's super true, Harton.
I was speaking to my kids.
He was he was commenting on the second point, obviously.
It's going to be a long slog forward and back. It's probably going to be longer than all those 10 days. To be perfectly honest, I see a lot of issues of diversions, ambushes, and whatnot. But I will try to give you a send in each day, although magic's not apparently working that well, so it might not happen, days in a row. I'll always be trying for it.
Okay, that'll be fine. We understand.
Okay. May also be days when I've blown up too many lots to have a spell slot available, but I'll still try. Try to remember to send you one.
Okay. Oh, yeah, we heard, so it's maybe 10 days?
Forward and back.
Okay.
So, better part
oh
of
no,
2
it's
months.
10 days total.
Oh, 10 days total? Okay. Alright. But like I'm saying, that could get extended quite a bit. Because that book doesn't seem too thin.
Yeah, it's 3 to 4, 10 days.
I'm just saying, the module doesn't seem that thin a book.
Well, this is not part of the module. This is separate.
I know, I'm just joking along. It'll be fair eligible. I'll try to keep you in contact. And
Okay.
I'm sure you're thinking about it and you're swearing on your souls to the great captain himself, but you'll be on your best behaviour when you're with the rest of them, keeping an eye on you. I've warned them.
We'll be good. We promise. We're not going to do anything bad.
No,
I think.
you've been incredible wee wains and all for myself and Uzi. We've nothing but pride for yous all. But we're also not fools. So he's been warned. Good luck, and don't have too much fun about them.
No, we're gonna be good. We don't know this place, and it seems a bit different from Waterdeep.
Definitely a rough place. Don't go. I guess a good place to have a scout with assistants and guards.
Okay. We're gonna be brave and we're gonna be good, and we're not gonna do anything that's gonna get us in trouble or make them get you in trouble.
All right. Well said.
Does anybody else have anything that they want to do for the night?
Horace going to take the kids aside and tell them to take note of any street food that they see that seems interesting.
Probably builds it up as if this
Follows.
is an important thing, kids. This is life or death situation. Street vendors, I need to know what the produce is. What's the demographic?
Oh,
Take
okay.
notice of any popular street foods and just names. I can check them out later when I get back.
Okay, we can do that, I guess. I mean, you really don't have to twist our arms to eat some street food, unless we're not allowed to go do that, in which case then we won't do it.
That's fine. Just take note of anything really interesting and popular in the area.
Okay. Well, do you want us to take note of anything that we get for dinner too?
If it stands out, sure.
Okay. You get the thumbs up from 3 thumbs ups.
Excellent.
Anything from Bernard or Nadrax, or theoretically Lou?
No.
Bernard is sitting at the bar, getting very small amounts of the different brews in the area, and taking notes of different flavors and bits and pieces.
Are you doing market research then?
More ideas for brewing later.
Well, I can give you some good suggestions based off of that. You looking for things that are different? Or just what's popular?
A bit of both.
Serena is happy to work with you to guide you to things that suit your specifications. She's a very welcoming sort. Anything from Nadrax?
No, as much as he hates to trust these drow folk, it is an unfamiliar city, and they were specifically advised not to go out. So, yeah, instead he'll be sitting in his room, working on a couple personal projects.
And anything
Swinging
from
his
Lou?
quill.
Yes, the project that you mentioned.
Yes.
Is Lou going to behave? And if he's not going to behave, is Felrek going to let him not behave?
I feel like I should take Squidly aside for a moment and say, Squidly, as my protege in barding, it's probably very apparent to you from the beginning. I don't know anything about being a bard, so I can no longer continue your studies. But you have talent. I'm sure you'll make it on your own in Bardland.
You
He
can
could become
play...
Bard incarnate.
Squidly just points out, but you can still play an instrument.
Just
Yeah.
You can still teach me.
As he picks up his flute and plays it from the center, like a harmonica.
But it's magically enhanced, so it's fine. Yeah, okay. Well, you
Did
just
he play the
take
flute
what
like in Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, that's what I was referencing.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I'm sure you can find someone in the guards who can teach you more, Squidly, while I'm gone. But you'll be a good bard. You might actually get into college.
Oh yeah, I might be able to do that college thing eventually, won't I? I hope. Tartan, Uzana, do I get to go to college?
Fuck, we need to have a third fund.
Yeah.
I was hoping to spend that on our wee Chulton trip.
Your adventures, you can afford it.
Aye, of course you can, son.
Awesome.
Really
so
easy to get in, trust me.
Just make sure it's what you want to follow in life, though. You know, after having a bit of fun beforehand.
Okay. I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll use some of this time to work that out.
He's 10.
Lou is giving him such bad advice.
It's already too late.
They grow up so fast.
You've got like 6 years to be an adventurer, and then you're out in the heap.
And I guess we'll just retire to the room with Felric and go over drow shit before we leave.
All sorts of language stuff, rules of engagement, that sort of deal. And yes, it's a wonderful night. You go to bed. You are woken up early in the morning, and you are brought breakfast to the room.
Oh.
Serena looks very tired and says, all right, when you're done, let me know. I'll take the dishes down, and then I'll get to bed. She hasn't been to bed yet.
Sure. Thank you. Anything
All right.
unusual happened last night, or are they always like this?
Oh yeah, usually I'm up quite late. It closed usually about between 2 and 3 hours before dawn. I just stayed up tonight. A little bit easier. Didn't want to miss waking you all up.
I see. Guess makes sense with all the nocturnal folk around.
Oh no, it's not the nocturnal folk. We do have some drow that come about, but usually it's not drow. It's just the fact that the sailors are up late. No group can drink like a sailor can.
I suppose.
Yeah, and then between that, I had a guest last night, and he just left. So, speaking of, he'll be meeting you down there. He's got some paperwork to do, and then he'll meet you. Right?
All right.
Ta. And she goes to head back downstairs.
And whatever happened with
That's
that other
neat.
guest who was in the suite?
He was down in the tavern room. He was giving you all the stink eye all night until he realized that the guests that took his room were you and Felric, in which case he became very, very polite. You're starting to think that the drow thing might be a bit of an advantage for you here, Lou.
No way that'll get me into any trouble.
No way at all. But he is installed in a different room on a different floor. And yes, you do have your lovely breakfast. You're brought down to the ruins. A member of Bragenderth does show up to escort you specifically. You are brought down through the ruins, and Uzana, this is actually a rather interesting thing for you. This is very, very old history. It's one of those things where you're not sure how old this is, but these are Netherese ruins. They have been here for a long time. But unfortunately, you don't have too much time to stop and look. You're brought down to the bottom, and yes, Jarlaxle is waiting for you all. All right, you're going to want to say your goodbye to the children and all of your supplies, and he does gesture to the backpacks that are already packed for you, are here and ready. The children don't look thrilled.
There's not many ways to say this here, but we will be back. You know me. Made that promise a few times now. Even fought off against the zombie beholder and whatnot. We will all be
Y'all
back.
are gonna be fine.
Hey,
You'll be good.
I'm not saying this to reassure you, I'm saying it as fact. I'm not going to let someone like this put me down.
I just wish it wasn't for so long.
Aye, it's alright bollocks and that is. But, it'll be alright. As we think about how this is almost the length of time that the kids have been their kids. They've only been like a month and a half, maybe?
At this stage, I think it's closer to 2.5.
I know what you're really sad about anyway. I'm not fooled by it for a second. Putin will be fine.
Yeah, are you taking Hooten with you?
Yes, I am. Otherwise, it just won't exist for most of the fucking campaign.
Don't. Hooten will be fine. You'll keep Hooten fine.
Aye.
Right?
Of course.
Okay. Then you're fine.
I've kept this lot through most of their adult life. Admittedly, the results are not as clear as they should be.
The drow who brought you down there does step up and give a little bit of a bow. I've been instructed to make sure that the children stay safe, and I can assure you there will be no issues.
Yeah, let's see. What can I swap
They
out?
will be under watch. Oh, you swapping out what?
No, I'm just checking my spell slots. Go on.
But you don't have anything to worry about. They will be watched at all hours, and anytime they go anywhere, I will personally escort them.
That's good to know.
And I suppose there are enough people here who can continue dagger training.
That's not really the
Yes,
focus.
we have plenty of. Yeah. Well,
It's
for
always
educational
helpful.
purposes, it won't be an issue. Anything that needs to be taught will be taught.
Well, good fucking luck. Squidly wants to play an instrument.
We have people for that as well. He looks confused.
Here are some symbols. You're doing great.
One of those monkey toys, just smashing them together.
You've decided that in the greatness of your ambition, you need to be limited. Here's the triangle. You get the stick later.
He does start ushering the children out of the room. Squidly runs back and sticks something in your pocket, Harton, before immediately trying to run back out after the fellow.
I check.
It is the light up fidget spinner.
That lad's gonna be a fucking terror for them. This kept them focused and concentrated.
And Jarlaxle gives a little bit of a shrug. Right, so I will point out that I hope you all will be back in the 10 days. I do suspect it'll be closer to 4.
I'm expecting 4.
I suspect. Oh, go on.
No, I'm just saying I'm expecting 4.
Either way, I hope to be here by the time you get back. I do have a situation I need to deal with myself. But if I'm not here, Beniago will be able to handle tying up the loose ends, so to speak. All right?
Alright.
Oh, Lou, I did want to make a specific note for you.
Yeah.
Once you get back, I will be needing to speak to you in private for a little bit. Your dad has some information for you that he wants to share, and I wanted to discuss it with you, all right?
Well, Harden's right here, and Chester. Oh, did I miss a letter from him?
He pinches the bridge of his nose. Your biological dad.
Oh, you found him?
Of course I found him. I've known who he was the whole time, remember?
I've chosen to bring that out of my mind to keep myself safe for some reason.
He didn't know after all.
No, Jarlaxle did say he knew who his dad was and that he was a high up in Braganders. Just that he wasn't ready to make a relationship.
Wow.
Given the same reaction to his son as his one night stands.
No, it was with the situation. It was decided it was best that Lou didn't know.
Well, that's exciting. Wonder, and I have to wonder for the next couple weeks. Oh boy, it's gonna eat away at me, I'm sure.
Don't
Either
think
way,
so
he
hard
has
your
been.
head sets on fire.
We don't need that again. Point is, he has been kept abreast of the situation. He knows what you've been up to, and he has been pleased with your progress.
Wow.
He might be willing to give more information, assuming this goes well, alright? So just do your best, don't worry.
If I just do
It'll
a
go
good
fine.
job, my dad will love me.
Alright, repeat that because you just roboted to all heck right there.
If I do a good job, my dad will love me.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Good.
He doesn't even say it in character, it's that sad.
So, don't worry, and either way, if I'm not here, that'll have to be delayed a little bit, unfortunately, but I suspect you all will be back in more than enough time. Assuming my dear friend up there hasn't bitten my head off because I haven't started out yet. I have to make arrangements for that. Would you excuse me?
On you go.
Tell my father that I'll
And
kill for him. I'll lie for him. I'll do it.
Oh no. He takes his leave, and Felrecht takes you down into the Underdark. And you all were told that, you're going underground. It's going to be dark. And it certainly is. Originally, it's almost like you're going just down through a mine of some kind, but as you keep going down and down and down, there is no light. You know why you have those lanterns. The first day, it's nothing. It's a whole lot of nothing. It looks generally just the same as any other cavern you'd find. The second day, that's when things start to change a little bit about the environment. Things get a lot quieter. You've heard of silence before? You weren't expecting this level of silence. there are times where you realize you can consciously hear your friends breathing.
Stop
It's a
that.
bit of a strange. Yep, it's a bit of a strange sensation.
I don't want to hear another
Everybody
breath
stop.
taken from the next door.
Yeah. When people walk, you start almost hearing it in echo. It is quiet. But you keep going. Generally, you notice things are going simple. And Felrek's explanation is this area is somewhat well traveled. They try to keep this little section safe to a degree. But you do eventually come down off of the normal beaten path. Felrek brings out his map and starts having to navigate. And this is also about the time where, yeah, the environments certainly have started changing. Some of the growths on the wall, the lichen, give off almost a faint eerie glow. Some of the mushrooms are bioluminescent. Hold on.
Hey, Felric, can I eat that one?
What about that one? What about that one? What about that one?
Hey, what about that one?
Oh, that one's green. That one, this must be good.
That
right?
one's trying to eat me, so does that mean it's safe to eat?
Am I carnivorous if I eat it?
I don't know, because mushrooms don't count as animal or plant. They are something bizarre and strange. I don't know if they count as vegan.
They're fungi. They're their own kingdom.
Exactly. But do they class them as such? Is it non...
Probably classified as vegetarian safe.
Yeah, but are they vegan? I'd guess no. They're not vegetables.
I assume the way they kind of grow like, mushrooms for consumption the same way they grow other crops. I mean,
I have a specific classification.
Even though they're part of the fungi family and not classified as vegetables, they're entirely plant-based and considered vegan-friendly.
Bullshit.
they're not vegetables, but they're plant-based. Huh.
The interior of a mushroom is a much more terrifying place than the inside of a plant.
Yes. No one says mushrooms are not vegan, so just, whatever. Just, whatever.
We are in the process of trying to fix an oxygen machine, so hold on.
Oh, okay.
It's oxygen vegan.
A vegan who does not breathe oxygen?
Well, that's a lovely thing. Let's think about that for a minute.
Should have brought the moon penguin.
Honestly,
Yes.
surprised you didn't.
I feel like losing it would be too easy.
There is that, yeah.
Besides, it's in a great display now, where the moon penguin is holding the rapier.
Oxygen has been delivered.
Good. That's an essential thing.
Yeah. Neither of us could figure out how it worked, and it was very bizarre. It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But anyway, so I heard that you were asking to if you could eat them, Lou.
Yes.
Sherlock just looks at you. No. This is a warning for all of you. Don't eat or touch or get particularly near anything that you do not know what it is. We have an issue with some fungus that explode.
Oh,
I move a couple
Some-
feet away from Felrect.
Some might let out some fumes that might either poison you or make you confused. Some have anti-magic properties. There's a lot of things. So if you don't know what it does, assume that it actively wants to murder you. That's the first rule of the Underdark. If you see something and don't know what it is trying to actively murder you.
Gaddix, did you write down the exploding one? You might be able to use that later.
Please don't.
Yeah, I mean, I did. Probably did. Yeah.
Imagine a mushroom gun.
But-
Let's not.
4 days into your journey, you come across a path, and Felrect does specify that, according to the documents, you're supposed to be making a right junction. However, he also notes that this doesn't look 100% like the map should say.
Stuff move around down here? Like rocks?
Some things do burrow holes that can make ways. Yeah, there is a path down here. But this area doesn't look 100% like what I was expecting. But let's. Also, you see all the webbing, and he gestures around to the different little spider web areas. We need a little extra caution.
Wouldn't it be funny if Gaddix just pulled out a flamethrower? Ah, spider webs. Let's go.
Isn't that your typical home decor?
Not mine, but even drow don't usually use full spider webs. We'll use spider web motifs. Chet Nasad used to have some very wonderful spider web bridges, but those were also magically enchanted. Point is, this is not architecture. This is natural. So we need to be cautious. Let's try to be as quiet as we can and check out the situation and see what we have.
I'm so quiet.
I was about to say, it's time for comedy rolls. That's right, good.
Oh.
You know, it's a shame I wasn't able to get that breastplate. The half plate also would have been nice, but no, we had to invest in people's futures.
I'm sure you can find a drow that has one that fits you. Yeah.
I'd need
It's the
three.
first time I've clicked to roll anything this session. I just want to point that out.
I'd need 3 of them to make enough.
Like, it was waiting. It was there. Just...
Oh, and I need to roll for Felrec. Dupe.
Anti-drow field engage.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, look at the
There are
amount
20
of
sides
wow.
on these dice. I want to remind everyone of that. But half of them aren't for you.
Felrec winces. Does anybody want to try to sneak up ahead to get a look at the situation?
Yes.
I cast flare.
All right, I'll let you do it if you insist. Just be careful.
Here, spider,
Whoever-
spider, spider, spider.
Quiet, no sounds. Whoever is sneaking, please do head over to your darkened area.
Yeah, Lou probably has the best chances here given his superior night vision.
And my cool hat, which will keep me safe from being spotted.
Is it a hat of elven kind?
No, I called it a hat of sneaky hat.
Sounds like a
Lou.
perfectly reasonable name.
You do, if you listen here, almost like it's not a conversation like you'd expect, but it does seem to be a little bit of chittering. It's a very weird, indescribable thing. It's almost like if two spiders were having a conversation.
Right. I'm just gonna
You know, that's from the
report
area
and also
down this way.
kiss Mage Armor real quick while we're here. Guys, I heard it. I think two spiders.
Well, let's sneak in and try to deal with them.
Oh, okay, I'll go first. This won't go badly.
Just gonna sit on the initiative button.
That's darkness.
Make sure I have
That's
my
the exact
token
opposite of
selected.
what
Yeah,
I
go ahead, everyone.
Lou, as you poke your head around the corner, you see something. You've not seen one of these before, I don't think. Give me a nature check. It is. Can somebody tell me how to pronounce this, because I have actually not ever heard this pronounced out loud.
I think it's a chitin.
Thank you, chitin. It's almost like if a spider was on two legs. It has 4 arms, 2 legs, and it walks upright, Lou. And it comes wandering around the corner, and it's going off in its direction. No,
Ah!
you did not. Suddenly... Get the... Whatever. There we go. It's walking away anyways. So, Lou, you've heard what's making the chittering sound.
Knives.
I guess I'll relay back to Felric to what I saw and see if he can give any advice on what to do about it. He's got too many arms and looks weird.
Yeah, it's got 4 arms. What
Well,
is this?
We've just wandered into one of their nests, I presume. Great. That would explain why things look a little different as well, because they do carve out areas to make as their own.
But what are they?
Think, they're not spiders, but they are created. They're not natural.
Not spiders, they just have 6 limbs. They're imposters.
They were created by the drow, except for they don't necessarily like us. Originally they were created to effectively act as servants, and they did rebel.
Huh.
So they've kind of created their own little colonies off in the Underdark. They are fanatical to the Spider Queen.
So should we try to wipe him out and just, clear the nest?
I
Is there
advise
anything-
we... go on, Hork.
Is there anything in the other direction?
Up here?
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether we just ignore them and go a different way. Is that possible?
Has anybody looked up there? If you want, Hork, you could look up there.
I've got a lamp that's shrouded. I've not looked anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to look anywhere, I'm going to be seen. Even though I'm feeling reasonably sneaky at the moment, I'd have to take a light with me, and that sort of ruins the whole
I
purpose.
don't know why you're having such a problem here, as Harton is somehow filling the cavern, but quietly, compared to Felric.
Yeah, Felric is being loud about it for some reason.
Rena, is the blindside dagger you gave me attunement or not?
It is attunement.
All right.
I suspect we're just going to have to go. We want to try to keep quiet because we don't know how many are here. It could be 10 or 12. It could be 100. I don't want to fight 100.
How easy is one to kill?
Can you repeat? Because that did not come through.
How easy is one to kill? I mean,
I imagine it's a case of there's never just one.
Yes, that's the problem. Killing one's not too much of a deal. As long as they don't have a Choldrith, it should be okay. But I assume if we have a group here, they might have a couple at least. In which case, we could have some issues.
well, I'm ready to keep on sneaking through.
All right. Should we continue? Pick a path, try to sneak our way through? Or shall we try to go quickly through?
Yeah, we'll just try to push our way through. I'm pretty sure it's alerted now that there's stuff there and it's run to its little mate, so best we stay wary. Rather than rushing ahead into an ambush, because this is their terrain. They could have thrown up any squad things. Or any amount of net web in this case. So, let's get a move on, but keep your eyes open. And we'll probably go northwards.
Okay.
Just because we saw it run off that way. So let's not go that way. That seems a reasonable idea.
These guys don't look like they have sick loot either.
I mean, you could wear the
multiple
pelt.
knives, Lou. Oh, if we skinned one and put it on Kago, and then he just walked around. How do you do, fellow?
Hey, Rena, think about the lore of these things and how pissed off certain things would be about that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I know the lore about these.
I mean, we have to kill one anyway.
Think of how much of a problem that could cause.
Can I do that though? How do you do, fellow spider things?
You have to kill and catch one first.
There's no way that can go wrong.
Yeah.
But right.
Wheels are
Who's going
turning.
first?
The ones who could see in the dark, I
leading the
imagine.
charge?
I'd lead the charge, but I'd have to keep the lantern out. I suppose we might as well.
Hopefully somebody can see that will lead the charge.
Kago can see in the dark. He can go first.
Alright, then send him forward.
Yeah, I was waiting for everyone else to say things.
Oh, hold on. Back up. You might want to only go to the openings. There you go.
Yeah, I did.
As Kago looks in,
Advice she's given
and
before.
there are two chittering individuals that haven't seemed to have noticed yet.
And it also looks like a dead end.
Why does it look like a dead
Oh
end?
no, okay. I don't. For some reason, I comprehended that as a dead end.
Are you going to charge in? Are you going to attack or try to go a different way?
I cock my gun and look at Harton.
You're gonna shoot at him again?
Fucking try it, wee man. I'll slaughter you.
No,
I can't fucking see through Kago's eyes. What's he seen?
Are we going? Yeah, there's two of them.
Alright, let's fucking paste them.
Confirm your target.
Nadrax,
Are
Horik.
you having Kago charge in?
I don't.
Alright.
Well, I can't really get an angle on them with my gun because they're off in the corner.
Don't forget to refill your HP and resources and whatnot.
Oh, right. for some reason. I have.
Oh yeah. You should all. You have gotten several long rests by now.
Yep.
Refill everything but the one first level spell slot used for mage armor.
There's probably no better use for that spell slot, to be honest.
And I'm saving the
Indeed.
casting of sending for the end of the day.
Forgot where the initiative button was for a second.
And Spellwreck's going to be another one. He's not the slowest person here. Right, and
Lou, what did you do to Felric last night? He seems rather distracted.
About what I didn't do.
I'm
All
first
right.
again. Yes, Lou, you're always first.
Fair, my little gold medalist.
It's a new record.
There you are on top of the podium,
Lois.
popping your
Silver
cork.
medal.
For some reason, I also imagined Lou putting. Wait, no. I felt like putting all the moves on Lou, but Lou being just too dense to get it.
That was pretty much how it went, yes.
Felric is learning with anything with Lou, he has to be very direct. But this is all moot. Uzana,
Lure him with food.
it is your turn.
Put cinnamon buns where you want him to go.
The problem
Pretty
is,
much
we don't
the
get a
second
surprise
that
round?
the second that Kago shows up, they're looking and paying
Hey,
attention.
Kago moved himself. I didn't get. That's not fair. He was.
he's becoming autonomous. You have to put him down, and we make a new one, just like before.
And I will ready a firebolt for a hostile enemy. That's it.
Okay.
Because
Oh
leading
God,
the way
Lanton
and
using
charging
Imperium.
at
No AIs.
leading the way and charging in front of everyone as a wizard is not a good idea.
We'll see, Lou.
True. Auric.
And we shall proceed with the punching. What was that dwarf doing there?
I looked over at Bradu's screen and I saw the corner of Bjorn's token peeking out. So I went, oh, hello, and then I put him back in the bubble.
It's a good thing he bequeathed to me his sword for in perpetuity.
Okay. And
You
then
hit?
I'll keep on punching another 2 times.
You might want to roll your damage. Just saying.
Okay.
They are quite
First
small.
2. And a D4.
They may not be robust.
Congratulations. It's been Malgurned.
Oh, you rolled
Long
the
dwarf
one.
showed up. That's
Gross.
what happened.
No, it hasn't. It's dead.
That was anything but a 1.
It is
Okay.
dead now.
I came, I saw, I killed. I made a good first start.
All right. Anything else?
No, that was everything.
Hurton, the punching has begun. Stealth is out the window.
Alright. Well,
Also,
let's see.
just as a note of interest, these things supposedly have 17 HP.
18.
Don't know those numbers. They're not real.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll squeeze my way on through
On a
here.
scale of 1 to 17,
Let's take a look here.
just hurdle the dog. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, he's probably not that tall. You could step over him.
Just flood it with a bolt. Nope. That's my turn.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 6. He just got there in time. Nope. Felrex, that was embarrassing. That's Felrex's turn, guys.
D&D is fun.
Nadrax, please do better than the Dry Lieutenant.
I will attempt. I can reach there. Yeah, sure. Let's set him on fire. No, I don't.
Nope, you don't.
Uh,
Anything else?
Okay. Yes. A second try.
That hits.
13.
That is very, very nice.
And that's it.
Lou,
What was that?
nothing. Nothing to worry about. Nothing at all.
Just keep punching it.
I'm above punching. I'm gonna use. I think about this one a lot. This is a cool new spell. I'm gonna fucking melt its brain.
No. Oh wait. Yeah. It's.
It
It's.
is just to make sure that doesn't. They don't have to oh yeah, they don't have to understand. It's dead.
Yes.
Anything else?
Stand behind Harton.
You hear from the next room over more chittering. This one comes dashing in, but he can't do anything with his turn. And I'm moving a lot of tokens here. Bernard.
Right, I'm going to move up to about here and ready in action in case something comes up from behind for using poison spray.
Okay, so basically, if anything comes into your line of sight, it's poison spray time.
It's only 10-foot range anyway, so it's not going to do much.
Okay. Uzana,
Mm-hmm.
what do?
Well. I think that's as far as I can get. And I know this one's taken care of, so I will go after this one. And let's see, where is it? There it is. Yeah, okay.
Yep, you hit that.
Pretty bad damage, though. That's okay. That's it for me.
You all, yeah, you all just see it dies in a fiery, chittering mass. It lets out a very not happy scream. Auric. Uzana lit it up.
Yep. I'm tossing up which one to go after. There's plenty around this one. I'll go for the further one, I think. Let the punching begin. I feel very not good at that. Oh well. Punching shall continue. Good God.
2 hit. Doesn't matter. It's dead.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that was everything again.
Harton.
There's some nasty wee fuck by my foot. I believe that's a hit. He didn't claw me or anything,
Should
did he?
be
Just
a-
ran in.
He just ran and he dashed. And that hits.
Fuck's sake, it's still giving me the shit rolls. And then a follow-up. That does in fact hit. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they have 14 HP or something.
They have more than that.
Oh.
And step around the corner of a little shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Valrek comes in. He's determined to do better than last time.
Wow, he really is.
Wow,
Yeah.
he wasted one of those. What a loser.
Good job,
And
Belric.
he's-
Wow.
Thank you. Hey, Drax.
Yes, I don't have too much to do here at the moment. Alrighty, an action to shoot at anything dangerous.
All right. Well, that would be. How do I reveal?
Wait, do I
Are-
not
are-
have a
do you
turn?
all-
What the heck?
You see the not
Yeah,
Lou on the
it's
chart.
on.
Yeah, there you go. There he is.
Oh.
Is it showing up on y'all's?
Oh, no,
Weird.
Gaddix isn't on the initiative
Yes,
tracker.
it is on the initiative tracker. Basically,
Where
if
is
it's
Gaddix? Did you fail to roll, Stookums?
I thought I did. Let me.
You have a 9. Why aren't you on the initiative
Yeah,
tracker?
and it doesn't say that I didn't select my token either.
Roll again, and then I'll put you in the tracker. I'll let you go before this guy.
Wow. Thanks, roll 20. Thanks, roll 20. Just wasting everything. I say, when's it gonna be my
And
turn?
then-
I was like,
Your turn. You go first before this thing. Because I'm moving back in here.
and it's gonna be a tight shot, but I guess I can ready in action because that's as far as Gaddix can run.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna get silly. I never used this spell. I am now 10 feet faster. Which means I can squeeze up here.
All right. So, as mentioned, yep, this is a more spider-like creature as well. It actually is on its multiple legs. It comes around here instead. So all of those readied shots, which is, I think, just Nadrax right now, right?
Unless you're gonna let me shoot through Horik.
You use long strider.
Oh, right.
So.
Yeah, I did use my action. Never mind.
Then I guess it is just
No,
me.
go for it.
I believe you ignore the sneak unless I have advantage for some reason.
Yeah, you don't have it right now, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do 9. All right. It makes a very, very angry sound. And yeah, Horik, I have some bad news. You're the first one. I don't think a 13 hits you though.
No, I'm not even going to bother checking my sheet for that.
It shoots a glob of webbing at you, and it does not do anything.
Yeah, we're all packed tightly. I feel like that would have hit somebody.
This one shows up, and he's crawling along the walls. And something very interesting happens here. You hear a very loud series of chittering. You think every single creature in this area knows you're here now.
Oh,
You don't
they're about to
understand
know
the
it a bit
language, but it's
harder
pretty-
soon.
Oh, no.
Lou,
Okay. I'll just get up here. I can see through to like here to drop a fairy fire.
Yep.
You know, that's what I'll do then.
It's a dex save. Okay. Lit and not lit. Logic.
Yeah, I'll step sort of out of the way for now.
Because that's what heroes do.
I have 23 HP, man.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's so sad.
He's a wizard. Well, sorcerer, same dice.
Yeah.
I just have 10 more.
Wait, she made you redo all your HP? Oh, God.
No, it didn't really make sense to keep the D8.
Oh.
Bernard, you have a friend. He can't attack you, but you have a friend.
Well, I had that action readied.
Oh, yes. Sorry. It's on the big one.
Yep, I'll just get the right button here.
It is Constitution. Well,
Well, bugger.
It's a lot of 20s going around this combat.
yeah. It can't attack you because it dashed up, but yeah. So it's your friend right now. Kago.
Yay. Wait, what's going on?
I was supposed to say, none of those hit, do they?
No, but he will bite back because he does have a ready bite.
Wait, why would you be able to bite back?
Well, he just walked forward and then he held an action, right?
Oh, I thought he dashed up there.
No, he's got 40 feet of movement.
Oh, okay.
So,
yes,
yeah,
they
I'm going to
do
give
bite.
that little guy a clamp and then I'm going to check his AC.
Yep, you bite him. It makes a screaming sound.
So,
Monster.
those are normal, right? 11. Yeah, none of them hit. Give him the clamps.
Bernard, you have some friends.
Yeah, this ain't good. Well, I'm going to wild shape, I think. Do I use the spider again, or can I go something else?
You can go into anything that you know.
We'll start with the giant spider because it's got dark vision and bits and pieces.
Okay. You are a giant spider. I assume that's the one that actually makes you bigger, right? So.
Yeah, it says a large beast.
Okay.
And with I think that is wild shape's a bonus action, isn't it? So I've still got my action.
Yeah, you can whack something.
Okay, so let's see, melee attack +5.
Okay, so that would be d20 plus 5.
So that would be 16.
You hit.
D8 +3. So that would be 11.
Yep. And
Plus poison damage of 2d8. Where we take constitution fading, so of 11. Poison damage is half as much on a successful, so I need 2d8. So he succeeded on that. So basic, you've done. Oh no, it is Constitution. Yep. So that's 6 damage.
You have successfully Malgarned it.
Perfect.
You're following the dwarven tradition.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Uzana, you're hearing
Okay.
some issue behind you.
Yes, and I see an issue with us. So I'm going to try and take care of it before it becomes a bigger issue. I don't think a 13 solves the issue.
A 13 does not solve the issue.
Oh, poo. Then I will spend a bonus action to try and push it back 5 feet. It is a strength check at DC 15.
It goes poof.
And then I will go here to give my friend a bit room to retreat if he needs to, while still being able to see him. And any little thing that should come around.
I don't get an attack of opportunity with that because it's a forced move, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
forced
it's a
move.
forced move.
We have some from
Alright.
behind, Han.
Alright, that's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Horik, go
Well,
kill
it's the
that
same
massive fucking
size.
spider.
Move forward 2. And I'll once again start with the punching.
Punching shall continue until morale improves.
Morale's low.
It's 11 damage.
And it is dead.
And I'm going to do some sneaky moving around this rock. And then continue punching.
Well, you've got one more unless you use a key point.
Yeah, I'm using key points like water at the moment. That's
Well, I'll
only
come
a
back a
short
short
rest
rest,
away from.
but just make sure you declare it is all.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows what you're doing.
You do hit with both of those.
Nice.
All right, 15. It looks at you.
A lot of eyes.
Martin.
Oh, I want to help out with this one, but then Bernard might be in trouble. Sure, I'll give him a hand. Actually, I just need to check the specific wording. I do have a Pearl of Power, but I've forgotten about a bit. Let's see here. Okay, I can go up to 4th. Yeah, sure. I'll be making use of a Channel Divinity on those two fuckers. There we go. Yeah, the room's small enough that I can cast that without hurting Horik. And they both pass, though. Yeah. But still.
Is it half on a save?
It's half. So it's still a good chunk out of them.
So.
And I'll go help out with where Bernard is. Right, there you go. I've done my bit.
Oh, this one's finally below.
Actually, let me won't go too far ahead. Well, I'm more of an obstacle this way.
Felrect bravely runs into the room.
He must be having some conflicting thoughts right now.
Oh, he is not having any. Wow, Felrect.
Yeah.
One hits.
I think he's having conflicting thoughts.
He's not having any conflicting thoughts. He is not thrilled with, Spider Queen or anything that worships him.
He's
Nadrax.
trying out the head empty strategy. It's working well.
Yeah.
Okay. I enter the area that has been completely ruined now, thanks to the shatter. And let's see if we can. 13 does not hit, I assume.
13 does not hit.
I
25
will
hits.
do with a regular hit.
The regular
18.
damage versus the sneaky.
Yeah. I mean, it was a pretty high roll. I take 18 damage.
That's good.
Yeah.
But that's
18. Actually, 18's enough.
Nice.
The other one lets out a very angered scream.
I will use my last 5 feet of movement to get in a position where someone can flank.
It already has advantage against it.
Oh wait, I had advantage against it?
Very fair.
Against the other one too?
Both had fair fire, I think.
Then
Yes, they
Yeah.
did. Wait, yeah, they both failed. So yeah, you did. Never mind. So it would have died
Then
with
I-
the first one.
yes, definitely.
Okay, yeah. So the 18 goes on this one instead.
Yeah, the 4, I believe. I don't think I would have.
Okay, no, you wouldn't on this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So just 4, the other one. But yeah.
There you go. Gaddix.
Hooray. Do the important bit first. Like, give him the clamps.
You miss.
What? An 18 doesn't hit? You're kidding, right?
Oh wait, no, you do have.
I'm
never
flanking.
Mind, you hit. I'm dumb. Yep. You give him the clamps.
The other ones are really far away. You know what? Let's do something cool. Bonus action.
Regular action hits.
Because I wait. That's how many ones this session? Come on, game.
There's a 10 though. That's halfway there.
Unfortunately, though, it's its turn.
Oh, I still get a second boom.
You use the longsword.
Crossbow expert. That's my bonus
Oh.
action.
Oh,
Still at
And then
advantage
for
though.
my second attack.
okay.
Now it gets a turn. Yeah, the short longsword is my bonus attack for crossbow expert.
Okay. It's still its turn.
Yeah.
Nadrax, you're the first. You were the one who killed its friend.
It's in multiple tackle zones though. It gets disadvantage, right?
It doesn't like you. Give me a wisdom save.
Hold me.
Oh boy.
So what's the DC?
I guess at least a 13.
Yeah, where did they put the DC on this shit? Yeah, we're going with that. You're having a bad day, Nadrax.
Yes. God damn, it's ugly. I don't want to look at it, but I can't look away.
And there is a spectral dagger floating now next to it.
This is some bullshit.
Blue.
Yeah, I think that's probably handled over there. See. $30. I can peek around the corner here and hit some of these guys.
So it's not going to make an actual attack with it?
It's probably out of regular actions.
Oh, that's not as a bonus action. It's basically a spiritual
Oh.
weapon.
Yeah, but it casts whole person with its action.
As a bonus action on later
Yes.
turns. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
So later
on
turns,
later
yeah,
turns.
I can't do it this turn.
Oh, right,
It's already used its bonus action.
Yeah. Okay, I just assumed it would do the same because it says that in the upper part as well.
This thing right here in front of that one.
So where is that?
Right here, like in between the three of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to be grabbing at the one below.
Yeah, so you can only. Can you get the one down below as well?
Yeah, I think it can hit anything that's next to it within the 5 feet.
Okay. Strength save. For some weird reason, my mind could not read the word strength. I was like, what is this word? Wow, guys.
It only hits one.
Gotta pay to unlock the other half of those dice, man.
This one is dead.
It only hits the one, I think. Yeah, one creature.
Okay.
I just want it there so I can hit the
That's
other ones
dead.
later. Yeah, so that's just chilling there now. But that does drop the fairy fire. But you guys have flanking, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Bernard, unfortunately, they can't get around you. How many of those hit?
Let's see. It's 14 as my AC.
5,
So-
11, 17. You take 17 damage.
Okay. Why isn't it doing that? Okay, I'll get this sorted.
Okay, speaking of, you also moved up, so you should be able to see a little here now. Namely, you get to see these things run into the room. Bernard, it's your turn.
Right, I'm going to bite one of them, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Okay.
Yeah, not happening.
Nope.
I'm just going to be standing here as a blocker, I guess, for a bit longer. I will move slightly up the wall so people can squeeze past me if they need to.
Okay. Uzana.
Well, Nope, I will stay down here. Well, that's line of sight. And that's line of sight. Because those are the only ones I see. So let's try and squash some bugs. 9 fire damage.
Very good. It screams and is very annoyed that you set it on fire. Anything else?
Nope, that should be it.
Ulrich. You have new friends.
Okay. I advance. And there's no fairy fire on the sky anymore, is there?
No, would have been dropped for the rock.
Oh yeah, sorry, I have to remove the dot.
That's
21
one good
hits.
hit anyway. So that's another 11 damage. How's it looking?
It is looking rough.
Oh, I'll punch it one more time.
That hits.
No, it's not funny anymore.
You did it again.
Not funny anymore.
Isn't
Well,
that
then the
spectral
next
dagger?
person can kill it.
Is that spectral
What's the question?
dagger a concentration spell, or is it just something that holds around?
The whole person. Yeah, that's correct. That is a concentration spell.
Like you're telling me the +1 didn't help?
It passes. So. I should roll a second time, shouldn't I? Just to make sure. And never mind, it fails. Nadrax, you're unparalyzed.
Nice.
Martin.
Thank you, Ulrich.
Alright, hello Lou. Let's just squeeze on past as best I can without touching any of those horrible little hairs festooning Bernard.
What is there? Oh, on him. I thought
Am I able to get round to here?
That says Lou's checking himself. What hairs?
I know it's a tight squeeze and all to get through these cracks.
and hairs on loose head. The
Rena?
ones Talaxla is very keen on keeping them there.
Sinister as they are.
Can she not hear us?
Hmm?
I'm waiting for Rena to respond here.
Oh, what was the question?
Yeah, just if I can squeeze through to get to here.
Yeah, he's on the wall.
Oh,
We're good to
okay.
get there.
Then yeah, it's fine. Huh. Get one from...
Sorry, the internet is being dumb right now, so sometimes I'm not getting all the syllables.
Okay. Well, I've got the benefit of flanking, so pierce that one with 12 damage.
Yep, he is paced
And step to the side for this one.
with a scree. Yep.
For another 12. It's a flatten one and then backhand the other against the wall with a little bit of a drag, you know?
You hear a screw. Chitter, 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 chitter.
I was waiting for him to pop. That'll do.
He wants to get the advantage. Kills. Turns around. That is the wrong sheet. Thank you. And he hits. Okay. Valrek has done something, guys. Nadrax.
Okay. Mhm. I shall move up and attempt to remove Spider. Actually, and no, I can. Can I somehow get there to get flanking?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because he's small. Theoretically, the halls can fit 2 people in it. It's just the map looks a little weird.
all right then. That is 18.
Yep. Is dead.
And I guess for the bonus, I can poke at the other one as well. Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
That is 1 damage.
Bravo. Gaddix.
It was the first hit point lost, so it was a negative Malgurn? Kind of?
Oh. That is exactly 30 feet. Let's do both my movements first.
Do you have some boots or something for your 30 feet of movement?
Long Strider.
Uh,
I cast Long Strider before this combat started. Okay. I'm gonna shoot that spider in the face and then stab it. Oh, technically I have advantage, but I might not need it.
You.
14.
Yeah, no, I'm doing the mental math. It is very mad. It is dead.
And I could have Kago dash to here. And that's my turn.
Right. Horik. You hear a sound from behind you, as up near the ceiling, there is a hole, which comes out these two blokes, and this. That's their turn.
Okay.
And 1, 2. Oh, they actually made it. There we go. That's their turn. They all ran in. Lou, you're starting to think that more and more and more are showing up.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to clear this one out that's already injured. Dies, I think I'm gonna move to his space.
Are you doing it for the one?
Yeah, this guy.
Okay.
I'm starting to have a sneaking suspicion maybe we should try to move away at some point.
Yeah,
Maybe we can just run without having to fight all of them.
But what doesn't kill me gives me XP.
More milestone party.
What I see here is a danger to anyone who passes through this way.
But
I
if
can
there
give it one
are
more
indeed,
shot.
but if there are indeed 100 or so, they
Well, for
actually might
now,
kill us.
Oh, we're already cooking up
now
that
I'll hold the
number.
line.
Okay. I had them all move into position on the same turn because I didn't want to have to move the tokens all at once. Bernard!
Well, I'm going to crawl around over the roof and down to get to that one and give him a bite to see whether or not I'm going to do anything. I don't believe a 10 hits.
No, it does not.
Then that's my turn.
Uzana. You've heard there are more from up north and they're still dealing with more down south.
Yeah, there definitely are more up north and a bunch down south. But I believe down south is taken care of. Mm. Hmm. Mhm. There, and I will ready a firebolt because I can't really see much except for Horik and Felric. So I'll ready a firebolt in case something with more legs than 2 shows up.
Horik, it's in your hair.
That's my turn.
Horik.
I shall once again punch things hopefully till they're dead.
Come on, let's not get ahead of ourselves. They'll be hurt.
I don't think a 14 hits, probably.
A 14 hits. Right.
Oh, that's probably another dead one.
19. Yep. Wait, no, it's yeah. Yeah, it is dead. Anything else?
I think I'll move around this side of the rock, so they've got to come around to at least see us.
Martin.
All right, let's see about squishing a few more of these. Let's see. Go here and try to squish this one with advantage.
You yeah, you hit the. Are you hitting the one with Bernard?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's.
just squash that thing completely. Smack of hammer and then just punch it to the ground. Next
Yep.
turn.
Elric.
Just a resounding sound of clang splort.
As he dashes instead. Guys, I think I found a way out. Nadrax.
Okay. See, people are still down here. I'm not going to abandon them. I guess I'll move up here then. Wait, can I do that? Yeah, but I do have enough movement for that. Usana!
Hmm?
Go get the others. We're getting out of here.
The others
And
further up or the others further down?
further down,
Okay.
Harton, Lou, Cargo and such, and Bernard.
I mean, you did hear Felrek yell, "That's the way out." Hopefully.
Yeah. The 13 misses, I believe. On the small one?
13 does not hit.
Yeah. But the 17 hits, presumably.
The 17 hits.
That's
4.
15.
Is it 15? Did we get a
Yes,
sneak?
it's not a crit.
Okay, yeah. 3.
Oh wait, no, right. It's not a sneak attack,
Yeah,
just
it's not
4.
a sneak attack. That's why I was like, are we sure about that?
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that.
Still 4 is not bad for a dagger.
Yeah.
Gaddix. Gaddix.
Okay.
I know.
Let's see. Do they have that? Do I run over to Felrek? That's we'll play Coggo first. That's 10 feet. That's the wrong sheet. It's only 7 damage. I think it's gonna still be alive. Rit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not enough on its own. Anything else?
Yeah, I gotta make a decision. And I will guess go to Felrict and hold my action for the gun.
All right, the one that's here. Cannot see. Nadrax, give me a strength check. Okay, so you are You succeed on the strength check. That's its turn. Blue.
Okay, I'll have to make the strength check my next turn.
Yeah.
That
I just
ties
figured
up
we
your
could get it out of the
action.
way. Yeah. Blue. What are you doing?
He's whispering sweet nothings.
Oh dear.
Statistically average
what's
secret
the save?
nothings.
It is dead. Anything else? And yep, you hear more chittering sound, but you don't see anything coming up yet. The one up here, though, Nadrax. And you are currently webbed. Does that make you?
That gives
Trained.
advantage.
Yeah. So I was checking. So 4,
I guess I'll.
13.
I do have my reaction, right?
I think so.
That shall be on the latter one then.
Okay. So that's 11 damage, or is it 10 damage?
10 damage.
Yeah. Bernard, you have nothing to kill.
In that case, I am going to dash and head up towards the exit, or where we believe the exit might be.
Okay.
I'll say, okay. I get to about there. I'm on the roof.
Uzana.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he's on the roof, then
Yeah, but
dash.
I've got more legs than you. More legs. Didn't you ready in action to shoot something?
Yes. Did you? Well, I mean, you don't look like anything we've seen down here except for a giant spider. So, I mean, it's up to you. If you want, I'll take the shot.
She had already seen you as a spider. This is not a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has seen you.
Hun, grab the dog. It's time to go. Exits up north.
No worries.
That's my turn.
Mind you, we could crush this whole place. There's just these little
could.
pulped. There's
You
just
just
these
be
little.
here.
Yeah, there's just these little pulls of chitons around him.
Warwick.
Okay.
Is this on the little guy
Yep.
or big guy? Okay.
Finish off the little guy.
Little guy's dead.
Okay. Step up. And I shall punch this webbing, seeing as apparently I can destroy it.
Oh, that would work. Yeah, that saves your turn, Nadrax.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Yeah. I can spend my bonus action to save you in action. So
That
Teamwork
sounds
makes
wonderful.
the dream work. Harton.
Alright, well, time to get moving. Give a pat on Coggo's head as I tell him to come along. And it's time to dash. Let's see, Bernard's on the wall, aye?
Ceiling, wall, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not in the way.
Alright, I can get up to there then. That's it.
Oh, I assume Oric would have some sort of kitchen knife or so to use instead of fists, as the web is immune to bludgeoning damage.
yes. I would have I've got a dagger somewhere.
Yeah, probably.
I don't think I've ever used it before, but I have one.
I mean, Oric sure has used kitchen knives before, unless he chops onion with his hands.
We don't use that in battle, though. It's unsanitary.
Yeah, I've got a dagger, so it's all good.
Uh-oh. Shoot. I forgot if you try to open all the way up or reveal all the way up, it to the edge, it freaks out. Doesn't know why you'd want to reveal all the way to the edge. And yep, Falrak goes up to make sure it's clear. Nadrax, you've been graciously cut free from your webbing.
Thank you, good sir. And I will stab. Ah, nice.
This was
And
well
I
worth the bonus action.
Yes, this time I even get the sneak attack too. So it takes a total of, that's 25, 32, 44 damage.
Wait, how much
Yes.
damage did we just say?
34, I believe. Unless I have made a mistake. Let's.
That is correct, yes.
Yeah, 44 damage.
Yeah, it hurts. It's not happy with you right now.
Okay. Let's add 4 more to add insult to injury.
Anything else?
No, that's all.
Gaddix. The escape is planned.
Yeah.
Hold the choke point. And that's all I got.
It is very mad.
Understandable.
And then it, of course. What's it gonna do? This one hasn't done it. Oric. Give me that wisdom save. You make it. So it just chitters very angrily at both of you. Lou.
I probably have this handled. I can just go.
I'm just gonna.
That'll
Good luck,
be
guys.
fine. Nothing to worry about.
Nothing at all.
You hear a lot of chittering as things are rushing towards you. Bernard.
Well, Bernard is going to come over across the roof, I guess would be fine, and do the bite on the guy. So D20. Let's see, that's
You hit.
yep. So let's see, just confirming 1d8 plus some damage. So 7 plus 3 is 10.
Okay.
And 2d8 poison damage. DC, where are we? DC 11 Constitution.
It fails.
No.
So 5 more damage.
So half that damage, so that's 4.
Oh, yeah.
No, not 4. 2 or 3, whatever.
There we go. Rosanna.
Time to dash. 30. 30. Alright, I'm good.
Oric.
You think you're good. And then they descend from the ceiling.
There's a good chance they do that.
Yeah.
I mean, a group already did, but
I'm hoping we don't have to worry about it anymore after another 20 damage to it.
17. Nope,
assuming
it's still
the
there.
Okay.
You hit with all of
Whatever.
them, but they're still there.
Yep. I was just hoping I'd have a
Have
bonus
a
left.
lot of hit points.
You hit,
17.
and it is dead.
Okay.
Are you all going to jungle boogie out?
Yes?
Yeah, might as well.
I believe so, unless you want to search this place and see if they had any loot. I doubt it.
I mean, we still want to
Unless,
skin
of course,
one.
No, we're just
well,
leaving.
it
Luke,
might
put the
be
knife
take
down.
their
We're
prey
leaving.
back somewhere.
We're
And
just.
you do hear that there are more in the area.
No, we're just hoofing it for now.
As much as Harton wants to clear the area.
Oh, I could bring this fucking house down.
I am not sure cave-ins are a good idea.
I didn't ask you. Let's squeeze the pearl apart to get that spell slot back.
But yes, you do flee the area. And it doesn't take long before you're back in a section that is peace and quiet. And you have successfully not died.
Yay!
Oh, I
made
just ate a mushroom.
Yeah, we've made a habit of it. Lou just eating something that is dissolving his gums and teeth as he's chewing.
Oh, spicy.
Don't eat anything, Lou.
I'm so hungry.
How many
It's been
spiders
hours.
did you just eat now?
I just
Did you
had a
actually
sample.
grab something, Lou?
No. This doesn't look very appetizing.
Yeah. You wouldn't eat it raw anyway. Gotta be
We
seasoned.
were warned about fire.
Yeah, it's gotta be seasoned. It's gotta be put in the oven correctly.
You know, I wonder if I can use this perfume that smells really good to make something else taste good.
Good luck with that.
Does Lolf have issue with eating spiders?
Technically, you're not supposed to kill any spiders, so I mean, you know.
So deep fried spiders would be a grave offense.
Probably. Considering that you are not a drow, yes. But yes, thankfully, it doesn't go. Nothing seems to follow you. It seems you're more or less clear at this stage of the game. You're able to go take camp, get your rest, and you keep on your trudging. However, it is also time that I'll
Yes,
call it, but I will move it to the next sheet. But
indeed, we're at the
it is
free harm.
time.
Yep. Oh, lovely, more tunnels.
Oh,
Is this
but
sewer level?
Yeah, the Underdark is an entire sewer level.
There will not be much else but tunnels.
darkness. All I see is darkness.
Open your eyes.
Darkness, darkness, darkness.
Ah, yes.
Oh, hold on. I got to clip out of the wall.
Darkness.
And I see you're changing up your play here. No fog cloud.
Ah, no, I still have that. Don't worry.
I mean, I kind of figured it was like, I'll let you all organize yourself for the next session. Although next session won't be that. Han, are we going to do yours or are we doing mine?
There's no, mine's not built for 8 people.
Okay,
Well,
yeah,
you
that's what I
pick out
thought.
a few people.
Yeah.
I have to kick somebody else out. That's not fair.
I
Yep.
kicked people out of Legion of Liberty to get you down to 6.
I was just
Mostly
gonna
because I don't
wait.
think Scotch or Webgun were ever going to fill out a sheet.
Well, there's also limited availability for those too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, days. There's no days I can besides today that I can
Yep.
be able to commit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Alrighty,
unfortunate, but
let's hit the button then.